build some cabinets. That is solid. I thought I hit record while I was putting that up, but I didn't. So anyway, there we are. One frame complete. Solid. I can hang off that. I'm not going to, but I could. Now I'm going to do this one, but this one is a bit more awkward because I've got that little weird bump out bit. So I've just cut the back of this out. And she fits in there now, nice and snug, flush. But this top bit, you can see that curve. That's going to be well awkward to try and do that. I'm going to have to either cut one of these beams down and do it in two parts. So I've got one from the curve and one on the straight. Or, yeah, no, there is no, that's what I've got to do. Yeah, we figure it out, let's go. Yeah, mate. That'll do. So I'll do a bit of a funky shape with this one, obviously because of the curve, but it works. Now I've just got to build that unit, frame out the shower. Now I've got to take it all back off again. Wallpaper the ceiling, line over the floor, put everything back in again, and then panel it all up. Oh, I've got to paint some shit. There's a little mock up of the shower. 800 wide by 650 deep. Everything's just rested in place at the minute. I ain't screwed anything in. I was just making sure that the table / kitchen worktop would fit, which it will, even with a face on it. Still have enough room to click it in place. That's where the shower is going to be going. There's plenty enough room for me to get in there. We have the shower on this wall here, because obviously all the waterworks are going to be going that way. Fresh. So today has been making templates, trying to figure out how to do this. I haven't got one single piece of cardboard, so I've had to tape loads of little bits together onto a bit of wood that's too short. Made the rough shape, but because I'd sellotaped them bits of cardboard together, they was all pivoting everywhere. So I transferred it onto an old bit of plasterboard and then cut that out. Then I got a strip and cut it out on there, which is spot on now. I've had a couple of bits of cardboard to it. But she is snug all the way up. So now I've transferred this onto, remember them gammy boards that I bought that I didn't want to use? Yeah, well, I found use for it. It just misses it. The rest of the board's sweet. So I'm gonna cut that old gammy bit off. That's the final board. Let's go. Ooh. That is juicy. That is beautiful. I ain't gonna get much of a better fit than that. That is gorgeous. Obviously now I've got to trim the edge down. But that fitment now is lovely. See the minutest bit of daylight through there, but that's the outer skin as well, so that'll be getting sealed up. That is beautiful. Yeah, mate. Lovely job. Don't worry about that little bit. It's going to be getting covered anyway. Local wood yard done me dirty, they did. It's a snug fit between that and the cabinet. Obviously, this is going to act as the side of the cabinet on the inside anyway as well. So all I've got to do is put a fascia on this one. Same as this one here. This board here is going to act as the side of this cabinet. The partition that separates the beds from the living area is going to act as the side of this cabinet. So I've only got to make a bottom and a face for this one. And this one, I've left a little tiny gap between the partition and the bed, so I can put some 12mm on it and have a nice rounded corner. For when the girls get in and out of bed, I don't want them bumping their head. And obviously where that one's going to be like a central piece to the kitchen, I want to have it nice and curved and fresh looking. Whereas them two are just out of the way. And a whole wall of other stuff. Yeah, let's get trimming this down. That's it, she's all snug in there now. Face off. Bosh. I'm gonna have some trim on the corners, along the top, along the bottom. I'm gonna have like some plastic PVC running around that corner just to neaten it up a little bit. But right now I need to tidy this van up because it is an absolute tip and it's doing my nutting. There's crap everywhere. I'm tripping over myself. I've got wood shavings. I've routed the bottom of this out earlier to make it nice and smooth. I've done it with a jigsaw originally and it was a bit bumpy. That looks sweet. I've got a bag of rubbish I've got to get rid of. Offcuts of carpets that I need for the inside of this cabinet. There's bits everywhere. Half built cabinets. Just have a clean up, then crack back on with these cabinets. Right, let's go there. Make a bottom for this as well. Bosh. Yeah, mate. Let's get tight. Oh yeah, I also added the light in the shower as well on its own switch. Didn't have the actual sticker for it, so underwater lights. Bosh. So it's 10:15 at night and I'm still out here jigsawing. My neighbours love me. But I've made a few bits for the shelf. So I've got an inner shelf for this one. And then I've got the underneath shelf here, which butts up lovely like that. And the reason I've sandwiched them ones is because I'm going to have some downlighters under here. And I don't want all the wires inside the cupboard, so I can hide them underneath this top shelf. I've also just made a template for these edges. That's basically what I'm going to go with. Obviously not out of 7mm, I'm going to do them out of 12mm. Just so I can route them and put a bit of beading on them. I think that looks pretty smart. And it obviously, it's sailed past underneath a little bit as well. Yeah, mate. And what I said I was going to do earlier, when I said I was going to use the partition as part of this bed, I'm not. Because this one's a little bit short because the cabinet's a different size. But it fits snug in there. And it will act as a bumper between the top bunk and the floor, so the kids can't fall out of bed, because they are going to have a little bit of a partition just underneath the cabinet that holds the mattress in place anyway. So obviously both shelves either side, and then I will put a little bit of a partition in that side bit just because of the gap, and run it straight down. But she's coming together nicely. I'm well happy with the progress so far. It's now Sunday, it's Monday tomorrow. I've got a medical for my new job. Tuesday, Wednesday are the last 2 days to get the bits done, unless we postponed and go Thursday, Friday, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to crack on tomorrow like a madman and get the missus on it with me. The kids are at their nan, so she can come and help me now. We're going to paint it, lino the floor, wallpaper the ceiling, fit all the cabinets all back in place, panel the shower up, panel the cabinets back up, build them last 2. Well, I've got them already flat packed. I've just got to put them all in place because I didn't want to bolt them down or anything just yet, because I want to take them all back out to lino the floor. So yeah, we are virtually there. We're nearly there, ready to go. All the electrics are done, everything's run. I've got to run one more wire, which is the downlights, but it's already behind now. So all I've got to do is drill a little hole in here and post it down into there, and then pop the downlighters in there, which is easy. Cut the partitions out, which will take me 10 minutes. Slot them in place. Paint. Mattresses get here Tuesday. So I'm gonna have to unfold them and just leave them in the van, because obviously they need 24 hours or whatever to expand before you can sleep on them. Not that it's really going to bother us, we will get in them anyway, but that's enough yapping anyway. 10:20 at night. I've got an early start. Peace out, y'all. You big drip, haven't you? Hey, what you got? You got your roid frog of you. Hey. Good boy. I'm going to see mummy. That'll do her. And then that one I had for the outside skin, I'm going to put on the inside skin because it's thicker. And I want the thicker walls on the inside. Yeah, mate. She's in there. Flush. That's just made a template for this one. A couple of little adjustments I've got to make. Back corner. So this bit fits lovely. And as you get down, it goes a little bit skew with in a couple of places there and there. Not really happy about them too. The rest of it's flush. But them two bits I will amend. I'll just run a straight edge along the bit that I'm actually doing, just so it fills in that little gap. I did my best trying to avoid them little gaps, but we've got about a mil gap here, a mil gap there, and that's about it. Other than that, they'll get filled anyway with sealer. A little bit on the tight side. Trying to go to the toilet in here is going to be fun, to say the least. Now the toilet fits. The toilet fits in the cabinet beyond it. But when the toilet's in here, do I fit? Didn't really take into account that. I mean, I can do it, but I'm probably going to be sitting like a frog. Yeah, that'll be sweet. Now I've just got to do this outside panel now. So rinse and repeat that one. Slap it on the outside, build this cabinet, take it all apart, paint it all. Just the fascia left now. I had to cut it 12mm back from this front cabinet here because it wouldn't have fit behind it properly the whole way. I put it down to a little bit of a pissed cabinet, but I can't bother to take this off and readjust this, so I've cut 12mm off the front, and then when I put the fascia on it, fits in there lovely. Now I've just got to make the front for this now. I'm just going to do a strip that goes up and over. One continuous piece and the bottom bit. And then that is the shower done. Amount of offcuts and jigs and templates I've got about. Oh mate, it's been fun. But we got it done. Cabinet, paint. Nearly there. Well, I'm going to be working late into the night tonight. Just bought some No Nails vinyl glue, wallpaper adhesive, white paint, and this weird off-white mercury grey paint. So it's not a really dark grey. I was originally going to go with like the colour of this, but it's a bit lighter than that. But it ain't gonna matter because it's only gonna be on the cabinets and the fascia board. I think I'm gonna do that in grey as well. So cabinets, fascia board. Rest of it's gonna be white. I may do this in the grey. I don't know. I'll see what it looks like when I've got this one painted. And I'll just put the face up there and just see what it looks like. So the plan of action is get everything out, line over the floor, paint all the walls, or fill all the holes, sorry, everywhere, all the screws, then paint all the walls. Then I can come back in, fit all the cabinets in place, fill any screw holes that are needed on them, paint them whilst they're in situ, and then wallpaper the ceiling, put the fascia boards in. I'm going to paint them outside and then I'll fit them in after. wire up the fresh water pump to this plug because I haven't wired that up yet. I've also got some wood filler as well. Let's get busy. That is going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to do all the decorating and that in the next one. Hopefully that's the final one. I'm pushing it to the absolute limit at the minute. Got 2 days before we go on holiday. My back hurts, my knees hurt. But it'll all be worth it, I'm sure. Family's going to be buzzing. I'm going to be buzzing. Been working till 11, 12 o'clock at night most nights just to get it done. But I'm going to get it done. I've got a deadline. I will not surpass it. I'm going to get this done. Even if I have to call in a little bit of help, which I doubt I will. Managed to do this whole thing on my own. The missus is going to help me do a bit of decorating tomorrow. So, yeah. I will record it. I will add the video. But for now, that's a wrap. See you in the next one. Built, not bolt. Peace out. Love. Let's go.